So today is Monday. It's about 9:05, and I like to start my week by going to the library. So essentially every single week I like to set out, the first thing I do is outline all the tasks I have for that week and what I need to do today and what is essential and what is less essential. So I like to go to the library nearby to kind of sit down and sort of do deep work and focus on those things first, so I get a good head start on the week. So as you can see from my, let me just lay out a little, so as you can see here, I have my essential tasks on this side and then my less essential tasks on this side. Essentially, I outline the work I need to do and some milestones. Just everything that I need to do is in here, okay? And then as I go throughout the week, if something pops up, I just write it in here. And I keep things that are like sort of life admin and just tasks that don't need to be done, but I would ideally like to do, have on this side. And then things that are absolutely like need to be done on this side. So yeah, that's how I start my day. I usually get up around 7:30 every day and I outline the tasks for the day in that way. So yeah, I'm just gonna walk to the library now. I'm gonna pack all my shit and walk to the library. So yeah, I'll see you soon. That's the thing, guys. I'm a big believer in starting things right, okay? So it's like starting the day right, starting the week right, starting everything right, okay? Because I used to think like deep work was cringe. I used to see people do deep work and think, you think you're so much better, but it's so true. It's completely true. Like if you get into the mindset of working, that's more important than actually the effort, because the effort will come if you have the right conditions. Like the conditions are more important than the actual effort, because you will just naturally just work more if you're in the right conditions. So that's why I really like working in libraries, changing it up all the time, kind of focusing, like having blocks out in my week to kind of set what I'm going to work on and when I'm going to work on it, because it just makes such a difference. Okay, so I got back from the library, made some lunch and then did a bit more work and then just went for a run. It's like 28 degrees in London, which is pretty fucking hot for London. So yeah, I'm just gonna shower now and crack on with some more work. I've had like a new lead come through today as well, another company looking for freelancing help. So I'm booking a meeting with them for next week, and I'm just cracking on with some of the work I've got to do this week. So yeah. Okay, morning guys. It's Tuesday and it's about 9:15 and I've been doing some work for a little while. I woke up today a bit early, just naturally, and I've got a bunch of shit to do. So basically, yesterday I did about 850 words of this white paper. I didn't actually manage to finish it, so I'm behind on that. And then I've realized I've got to do another 1,000-word article by Friday, and then some other stuff as well. I've also got an interview today with one of my friends. We're doing a YouTube video, so should be seeing that one maybe even before this video. And also it's the end of the month as well. On Thursday or Wednesday is the 31st, so I have to do my invoicing. I've already done some of it already. Invoicing is usually just all over the place because some companies have accounts teams, others just single people. This is something I'm trying to work on for the business like generally is just being better at like kind of my cash flow, because a lot of my stuff is just like my money is just all over the place. So I'm still trying to work on that, but yeah, I've got to do some invoicing, got to send off some stuff like that. And then this evening I've got five-a-side football in like west London. So I'm going to be ending the day probably around 5 p.m. So it means I need to crack on this morning and this afternoon and get stuff done. So yeah, wish me luck. Okay, so just walking to football now. It's all the way in Scion Lane, which is a long way away. But yeah, so I finished up some work. I basically put some things into my calendar. So what I like to do is I like to put slots of work in my calendar so that if I don't get them done one day, I can then slot them over to the next day. So I can just sort of feel reassured that I have time to do it tomorrow, because it's a very easy, if you don't do that, to get like double booked for things and to get work tumbling by the end of the week, and then you panic because you're like, oh, I can't get it all done, and you're having to rush things. So I don't want to do that. So I've managed to put things in my diary. I've got a call tomorrow, and I've got a few other bits to do. I've got to finish this white paper off. I've got another 1,000 words to do. So I was just planning some things in the evening that I can do for that. And then I have to start these other two 1,000-word articles that I've got to do. I've also got to sort some other little bits out. So yeah, just getting the train now. And yeah, that's been my Tuesday so far. Okay guys, it's Wednesday today. Just came for a walk on my lunch break up on Stave Hill. Got some nice views of the city in the background. So yeah, this morning I did some work. I finished that white paper finally, or at least I've got the first draft in, because there's some things I don't know on it. So that's generally quite common, is that if you're doing something new for a client for the first time, you'll sort of do a first draft and then send it to them and sort of say, you know, if there's some back and forth. So I usually set 2 deadlines. So I go for one first draft deadline and then the finalized deadline, because there's always back and forth. So it's best to give them that kind of breathing room, because they will want to change things inevitably. So yeah, so the first deadline is tonight, and I'll be sending that before I go to Muay Thai this evening. And yeah, this afternoon I've got to crack on with these 2 articles that I spoke about. Haven't started either of them yet, and I've got to do some emails as well. So yeah, the weather's still good. I think it's gonna rain and thunderstorm later this week. So yeah, I'll keep you posted on that. But yeah, that's Wednesday so far, Wednesday morning. And yeah, onwards with the week. Oh yeah, another thing I've got to do is invoicing. So obviously it's the end of the month, it's the 31st today, and I have to do all my invoicing. Now, invoicing is a real pain, especially for me, because all my invoices are different. So some of them I have to send like a PDF to accounts. Some of them I have to like do it on this different software. Some of them I'm actually, with one client, I'm doing a new form of invoicing. So it's like a new contract that I've signed. So I had to email them today, basically being like, how does that work? I've also got a new client as well who I've done some work for already, but I don't actually know how they invoice yet. So I had to email them and say, is this okay? Like, how do you go about invoicing? You find that all companies do it differently. This is definitely something I'm going to work on in the second half of this year, is building more of like a productized service. So having a strict payment method that I adhere to, or something like that, because ideally I'd love to use something like Stripe, you know, or like a payment processor that just means that I can properly measure cash flow, because at the moment my cash flow is kind of shit and it I mean, it's okay. It's okay because I have a few clients that are quite consistent, but there is a lot of like back and forth with some and some one-off ones. So that is definitely something I need to sort out. Okay, so it's about 2:10 and I've just finished basically everything I need to do today, like essential. And now I need to start these articles that I haven't started yet. So I'm still putting them off. But I'm starting to get that thing this afternoon where you just feel kind of burnt out, like you just can't be bothered anymore. Like I'm just tired. I've done quite a lot this week already, but I need to do them. I need to at least start them today. So usually what I do in this situation is I say to myself, okay, at least start them. So make the document, write like 100 words or 50 words or just even a sentence, because sometimes it's just the starting it is the hardest bit. You can't mentally sort of put yourself in the mindset that you're going to do it, but just force yourself to do even 10 words of the first page. So yeah, and I've also got to check over this white paper one more time and send it by this evening, so I'll do that. But honestly, right now I'm just going to chill out for like half an hour, 20 minutes, just do nothing, relax, because I'm kind of feeling like I've got a headache and can't be fucked really, to be honest. So okay guys, I'm over my blip. I'm now back into the article. I've started it now. I've probably written about 50 words, but we're into it now. I'm doing some research for it, getting going with it. This one is definitely due because it's actually a little bit late. Like I said, I would do it a week ago and there was no hard deadline, so I haven't missed anything, but I sort of implied that I would do it and then I haven't done it yet. So I said to them today, okay, it's going to be done by Friday. And he replied saying, okay, that would be great. So this one is a priority. But I've got about an hour and a half free, so I can just write this one for a bit, and then I'm going to do another one for another client. Just introductions today, no finalization, and then I'm going to read through this white paper one more time and then send that through. And so far it's good. We're on top of things this week. I haven't had many little tasks come up, which is really good. It means I can just go ahead and do all the work I need to do. So yeah, it's going well so far. Okay, work done today. So finished the white paper, 3,000 words, not bad. And I sent it to the client and they replied back and they seem happy with it for now, but they're reviewing it tomorrow and then they're going to get back to me, and I'll probably have a call on Friday about it. Yeah, so that's all good. I started one of the articles I meant to do, got into that a little bit because that's relatively simple, but then the other one I looked at, I started doing a bit of research, but then I just got too tired and now I'm off to Muay Thai. It's about a half an hour tube journey, so I do this every Wednesday evening and every Friday morning. So yeah, it's a nice way to kind of break up the week, because I have this sort of sprint until Wednesday evening, and then I have this 2-hour session, and I sort of detach from all this a little bit, and then I'm usually very fresh on Thursday to get stuff done. And tomorrow morning I've got 3 calls with some new students of mine, which have joined my copywriting community called Copywriting 101, which is where you get one-to-one coaching from me. So yeah, I'm basically onboarding them, seeing what they need and seeing what they're struggling as a copywriter and what I can do for them. So yeah, I got 3 of those calls back to back tomorrow morning, so I'm excited for that. It should be really good. And yeah, then the rest of the day is pretty much finishing the work that I'm meant to be doing. So good day today, and yeah, I'll speak to you in a little bit. Oh yeah, also all my invoicing is now done, so it's all been sent off. When I'll get the money, I'm not too sure. It all depends. Some are quite quick, some are a bit slower. It just depends on the processes. Like some of them have like a sort of cut-off deadline. So you might find this when you start invoicing clients, is that some of them require all invoices to be in by a certain date. So for example, one of my clients is the 28th. So if you don't send it before then, it will roll over to next month. But if I don't know that, then often I don't submit in time, and then it comes a month later. I had one from a big bank, I won't name them, but it came like 2-3 months later. I completely forgot about it until it came to my account. So yeah, it can be slow, but that's just the downsides of freelancing. Okay, so it's about 8:45. I'm just coming back from Muay Thai now. It's a good session, and yeah, pretty knackered. Just got to get home and prepare for tomorrow. So I'm going to eat a bit, and then I'm going to basically do some prep for these calls I got tomorrow, and also just sort of outline what I got to do. So yeah, see you tomorrow. Hey, morning guys. It's Thursday today. The weather is not so good today. It's gone a bit grey. It's not rainy yet. But woke up today and I had a call with 2 of my students for my copywriting 101 program, and that was really good. Just getting copywriters started with their copywriting journey, and yeah, just like meeting my new students. So that was really good. This week, I've got a bit of work to do left. It's just these 2 articles that I keep putting off. My aim today is to do 500 words for each of them. So at least I'm prepared for tomorrow, because I don't want to have to complete them tomorrow. Because I've done that before, and that's usually quite stressful, is when I'm trying to get things done. So I might end up going to the library this afternoon. I'm undecided. I've got another call at 10 with another one of my students, and I think after that I'm going to do some work, maybe eat some lunch, and then decide whether I'm going to finish it. Quite often I prioritize when I'm sort of up against it. I prioritize in terms of like what needs to be done. So one of them is one that I've actually promised for like a week ago, and I still haven't done it. So that one I'm going to prioritize over the other one, because the other one is for a client that I have quite a good relationship with. So if it were late, it wouldn't be the end of the world. But obviously I don't want it to be late, because I'm never late, but it would be okay. Whereas this one, I feel like if this one were late again, it would not look good. So that one is the priority at the moment. And yes, I also submitted that white paper yesterday, and I had a good response on that, and I haven't heard back. I think they're discussing it now. So I'm probably going to have a call tomorrow about that to go over it. And then I've got to do some other work for one of my clients, which is like a small task, but I might put that off until next week because it's not due on Friday. So pretty much by tomorrow submitting, I have to submit 2 articles tomorrow, and I have to finish them. So yeah. Okay, so cancelled the call. He had an emergency come up, so I think we're gonna do the call later. I'm still putting off these articles, man. I can't bring myself to do them, but I have to do them, so I'm gonna do them. That's it really. And I've got to do some admin stuff for one of my clients. I've got to upload some stuff on their website, and then I've got to do this white paper. I've seen some comments come through already, so it's likely that I might have to answer some of those later on today. So this morning, I just really need to push on these articles, just force myself to do them, and should be ahead on the week. I had to do some email tasks as well. I had to message someone from one of my old companies and speak to them about one of my tasks, but it's all good. So yeah, I'm gonna do that for a couple of hours now, because I think I'm free of calls. Yeah, so I got no calls until potentially 5, but yeah, undecided yet, so we'll see. Okay, time is about 1:10, and I have decided to go to the library because I've got about 500 words done in the first one, but I haven't even started the second one. so I need to get a move on. And I got a call at 5, so I'm going to be there for about 4 hours, which is a good time slot to be in. I also need to redo my tasks as well, because I've done most of them and I've got some new ones coming in for next week, so need to like reorganize that as well. And yeah, that's it pretty much. Just been sorting out some other little bits here and there. Done some emailing, sorted out some of my payments as well. So yeah, we're on track. Okay, so I managed to get one of them done, way over the workout as well. I don't really know what happened, but I had some kind of divine intervention, and yeah, just smashed it out, and thought I'd come home a bit earlier. And then I now need to start the other one. So I've done one, and I need to crack on with the second. Also started getting some comments through on the white paper as well, so I need to get them done before potentially I have to deal with that tomorrow. Because I haven't got anything on urgent right now, but it's always good to make hay while the sun shines. You know, when you've got free time, you just get things done as quickly as possible. Okay, I just finished a coaching call with one of my students, and he's actually got a call, his first sales call tomorrow. So wish him luck, everyone. Tonight I have to finish this essay. Like, I've barely started it. So I did the first one, and that was great, good result. And then I just slacked off a bit after that when I got home. But I need to finish that. And I can only do it a little bit tonight because I have Muay Thai early tomorrow morning. So I can't stay up too late tonight. And then tomorrow morning I need to come in, I need to do a newsletter. I need to then do a review of some work that I've done previously, because it needs some things changing on it. I then have a meeting at 1 for this white paper to discuss some changes, and then I need to basically finalize all the work and send it off. So and then I've got an event that I'm going to in the evening. So Friday is going to be a big day. It is always a big day. Every Friday I manage to do this. I manage to leave all the work, and it's just a race in that day. So I'm probably gonna have to take a nap in the afternoon, but yeah, it's all good. The juice is worth the squeeze. So yeah, I'll see you later. Okay, morning guys. It is about 6:25. Happy Friday. We made it. I'm just on the way to training now. Last night I managed to do about 400 words of that article. So had a good crack at it. Ideally would have liked to done 500 or more, but sometimes, you know, that's just the way it goes. So I have to finish that today. Which is not ideal because it's not, in my opinion, I don't think it's good to finish things and submit them on the same day. They're usually slightly messier. I usually like to finish them a day before, like I've done with this previous one, and then check it through and submit on the final day. So, but it's all good. We have time to do it today. So pretty much I'm going to get back after training. Sort out an email, sort out this article, have the meeting for the white paper, then submit everything and tick everything off. And then I think we should be good, and then I can start getting ready for this birthday event. So yeah, see you soon. Okay, session done. Just walking back now. Everything's planned out in my calendar. I feel good today, so I feel focused and ready to finish off this article and get all this work done. And I should be able to get everything done. I mean, I always do, but there is always that slight panic that I'm not going to get it done. So I'm always like, come to every Friday and I'm like, how am I gonna get it done? Surely I can't get it done, but I do always get it done. So yeah. This is basically my diet. It's just muesli and coffee. Okay, so smashed out some work. Did the email and did some of the review work. Still haven't done the article. Still need to do that, but I will do it this afternoon. I've just got a client call now at 1 o'clock, so I'm just preparing for that, which is just a review of the white paper that I wrote. And then then it's just this afternoon, finishing this article, submitting it, and then submitting all the work, and then we're done. Okay, I have finished the article. I've just done it now. So technically that is all the work done for this week. It's been a lot. It's been 2,000, 3,000 words plus extra words on top of that. So I'd say I've probably done about 4,000 words this week, which is about typical that I will do. And I actually have done more in the past. So I need to figure out a way to outsource writers in a sort of efficient format that that can work for the business. So that's something I'm working on. But for now, I have to do everything. So now I'm pretty much gonna finalize all this work, send it off to the clients, and then just make sure I'm all done. And then I'm ready to go out. I've got to clean myself up a bit because I've been sweating a bit. And then I'm going to go out this evening. So speak to you in a bit. Okay, we are done. We are officially done. I'm just looking at my little to-do list here. I have done everything essential today. There's a couple of things I had to miss off, but they weren't essential for today. But that's it. I'm going to get ready now to go out. And yeah. Okay, guys, we are done. We have officially finished the week, and I'm heading out now. Got my fit on. So we're on top of everything now. Got everything done. I might do some work tomorrow because I had this meeting with the white paper team, and I have to make a lot of changes. So I'm probably going to do that on Sunday or Monday morning. And I've got to do some other stuff for one of my clients as well. But in terms of the work for this week, we're fully done, and I can just relax now. One thing I find quite hard to do is when you have like this level of kind of intensity with work is that it can be difficult to switch off because you're constantly feeling like you've forgotten something at the end of the day. I quite often just then end up spending like another hour on my laptop for no reason, just because I'm kind of thinking about what I could be doing, or like, oh, maybe there's something I've missed or something extra. But even though I keep like on top of my like to-do list, as you guys know, it's still like in the back of my mind, like, okay, there must be something more to do. So I quite like having an event on Friday because it just forces me to get out of the house. And if you remember from earlier this week, got this, so I'm drinking this now as a little pre-drink. And so that's it. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know if you want to see another kind of like behind the scenes sort of video. This is my first one of this kind, so I've just been winging it really. Take care.